Now, from WYDC TV, this is Big Fox News at 10.
Good evening, I'm Marissa Sarbach with Big Fox News. Positive changes are coming to downtown Elmira. Ground has been broken on the Centerpiece project for its downtown revitalization effort. That includes a 65,000 square foot mixed-use development at Westwater Street. The $14 million project will include commercial and retail space. Today we're learning about some of the new tenants. They include Labella Associates, which is an architecture and environmental consulting firm. It'll bring up to 40 employees to the new location. And a 4,000 square foot brew pub will move in, with other plans to open next January. The project also features 50 units of market rate housing. It's being partially funded by a $4 million Downtown Revitalization Initiative Award and a $2.3 million Empire State Development Grant. A Bradford County man pleads guilty to a 2016 crash that killed 3 people. 40-year-old Philip Frisbee says he doesn't remember the crash because he was on ecstasy at the time. His car crossed the center line and hit another head-on, killing Sarah Heasley and her husband, Clifton Heasley, now junior in Burlington Township, back in July of 2016. The Heasleys' 5-year-old son was also hurt, and Frisbee's 7-year-old son, Logan, died in the crash. Frisbee faces more than 10 years behind bars and is set to be sentenced in March. A 10-year-old Connecticut boy who died suddenly over the weekend in Buffalo, New York, had the flu. Nico Malozzi was a 4th grade student in Canton, Connecticut. Over the weekend, the boy traveled to Buffalo to play hockey with his travel team. He never did play hockey. Instead, his mom took him to the hospital. He later died when his type B flu led to pneumonia and then sepsis. Well, we finally got the snow out of here and eventually the cold. Chief Meteorologist Chris Summers has details of a January thaw coming up next in his Big Fox forecast.
Here's your local stock market update from Big Fox. Now, your Twin Tiers forecast from Big Fox.
And welcome back, everyone. Taking a look at some of our snow totals here in the past 24 hours. About 2 to 4 inches, very common here in the Twin Tiers as far as accumulation goes. Now, we had some sunshine peek out today, but temperature-wise, we stayed mostly in the 20s here late this afternoon. But here's those totals we picked up across our area. Then about 2 inches here in Elmira, about 1 inch over in Corning. Waverly, Pennsylvania, about 3.4 inches. Canton at about 3.6. And Bingham, that picked up about 4.1. The total was a little bit higher around that area as we head into the overnight hours of last night and then through early this morning. Now, here's our temperatures from today. Yeah, we're definitely seeing some colder weather around the area too. Now, these cold temperatures not going to hang around too much longer, maybe another day or so as temperatures stay in the 20s, but eventually getting temperatures back into the 30s, maybe even some 40s. Wouldn't be surprised to see some 50s across the area by the time we get into late in the weekend or especially early next week. But here's our highs today: 23 degrees in Elmira, 23 in Corning, also Watkins Glen, 20 degrees Ithaca, and 24 degrees in Towanda. Taking a look at our forecast for tonight, a cold one out there. We'll get back to 8 by early tomorrow morning, partly cloudy skies. Not a lot of wind, so don't have to deal with a lot of wind chills. But again, with only a 4-mile-per-hour wind, could see those wind chills very close to 0 by early tomorrow morning. Now, temperature-wise throughout the day, should get back in the upper 20s by the afternoon for mostly sunny skies. We'll go for a high of 29 on our Thursday. So still a little on the breezy side for Thursday afternoon. Again, partly sunny skies, mostly sunny by Friday. And as we head into the weekend, then windy and milder weather is back in the forecast, looking like some pretty warm temperatures are going to get back into our area over the weekend and especially then early next week. But another cold day for your Thursday. Again, seeing some sunshine out there with temperature-wise staying probably into the 20s, upper 20s to low 30s by the time we get to the afternoon hours of our Thursday. Overnight lows tonight, single digits in some areas, partly cloudy skies. As we head into the day on our Thursday, back in the upper 20s to near 30. Partly sunny skies. Again, temperature-wise, a little breezy. May have a little wind chill to deal with as we head into Thursday afternoon, but your 7-day forecast does show temperatures 37 for a high on Friday. Here comes those warmer temperatures we talked about back into the 40s at least Saturday, Sunday. Could be very close to upper 40s, maybe 50 by Monday with a chance of rain. And could see some heavy rain possibly overnight Monday into Tuesday with maybe a few snowflakes thrown back in as temperatures do start to cool off a little bit by the middle part of next week, but still above freezing. Should be staying in the upper 30s or so by Wednesday. of next week. So a couple more cold days to go through, but definitely looking like a pretty nice weekend across our area. Going to be warm. You're going to have that January thaw going on this weekend for sure.
Freezing is that line. Right below it, I can't take it anymore.
Exactly.
So.
Stay right above that. We should be just fine. I think we'll do okay with that. Once we get through tomorrow, we should get back above freezing by Friday into the weekend.
All right. Thanks, Chris. Well, cat and dog owners may have a lot more differences than you think. A recent study shows the dog owners tend to earn more money on average than cat owners. And here's something even more interesting. Cat owners tend to enjoy more gentler hobbies, such as reading and writing, while dog owners were more active, enjoying activities such as sports, yoga, and traveling. The survey focused on 1,000 cat and dog owners across the nation. And Chris, I'd say this is probably pretty accurate.
Yeah, I think so. You know, I think your owners of dogs are actually probably more active because the dogs are more active. You know,
right.
Your cats enjoy to kind of lounge out and lay around, and so maybe not quite as active. But I know if you take your dog outside, they really want to take off and run. So you have to be more active with them.
To be able to keep up with them.
Exactly. But yeah, I'd be interested to see what they do if you have a cat and dog.
Yeah.
How does that compare?
That's true. We need a new study.
We do. Let's do that ourselves.
Thanks for joining us on Big Fox News. Have a great evening.